So, buen dia, and again, welcome to another day of Let's Face the World. So, let's have a little coffee, because what is a morning show without a coffee? So, one of the things that a lot of people are asking me is what is the biggest challenges you are going to face moving to a undeveloped country in South America? Especially Paraguay, here, people speak very fast and they do get excited about a lot of things and they do, speak so fast that you cannot keep up. And language is something you are going to face in the beginning, but you'll quickly understand. Now, with me, for instance, one of my problems is that I struggle to speak. It's a confidence thing. I understand what people are saying. They tell me I exactly entiendo, no problema. But it's to communicate, to just break the ice, to have a conversation. That's where I get stuck. So I'm stage fright. So that's kind of things that you're going to get used to in the beginning. It is overwhelming learning a new language. It's an overwhelming situation. Getting to know that the businesses are running on a different level. Say, for instance, in here in Paraguay, Saturdays is half day. Sundays, some businesses don't even open up. So it's all a matter of, you know, getting used to it. It's not like in Europe where you have convenience stores or shopping centers that's open all day. Saturdays is pretty much a crazy day, so that's why people are running to the shops and they get things done. Sundays, most shops are not even open. Countrysides, very few shops are open. A bodega is always open. But anyway, so that's something you're going to get used to. The currency. They work in hundred thousands and millions and, those kind of things. You get quickly your head around things, and, there's always a converter that if you want to check if something is good or not. Geography, getting places, names done. Oh my word, I tell you, I still crucify the names. Literally. So that's basically in the beginning, opening up, making new friends. You need to let go of the fear. You need to open yourself up to new opportunities and possibilities. I've made some of the most amazing friends in the most unusual places, and 2 years later, we have become like family. Um, even the guy that works for me, Victor, and some of my team members, they become more like family, and that is what you want because they take care of you. If something breaks, something you need something, they will help you. They will tell you where to go and get certain things. Same as with the Volkswagen Beetle parts. Now, because it's an old car, I was supposed to get it on Friday. Friday came, 5 o'clock. I was sitting there under the tree waiting for the car, and the brake pump basically is kaput. So we have to order another one. So that's getting done today. So again, everything in the countryside takes longer. So that takes a little bit used to. You're not going to get your standard fitment shop or garage. Here's backstreet mechanics and those kind of things. That's what you need to get used to. Um, in the beginning, it is kind of funny because, you know, I'm one of those people. If you're going to try rob me, you're going to try rob me. You know what I'm saying? But, good luck with that as well because, this monkey has some tricks up his sleeve. So, Generation X, we know how to defend ourselves and we know how to fight and we know how to do things. But anyway, getting to the story. I walked around with literally, I think it was maybe $10,000 in my pocket, in my bags. And then obviously in the bank account I had money as well, so. But traveling with that kind of money in my pocket, you know, you're kind of paranoid, but nobody ever took a chance. Even in my wallet, I would have sometimes like 5 million Guarani. That's not much, less than $1,000. But for people, it will be a lot. And I'll open my wallet and say, well, how much do I owe you? Because I don't get what you're fucking telling me. If there's no till with numbers on it, I have no clue what you were saying in the beginning. So that was kind of challenging. But nobody ever robbed me. Nobody ever did me anything wrong. And here where I live, even when I was in Asunción, it was literally nobody ever looked for trouble. Nobody ever caused us harm. Nobody ever stole anything, damaged anything. It's a peaceful life. Once you transition into the population, it's very easy. But it's so funny because I see so many foreigners coming to Paraguay, and then they come for 5 days. Now, literally, when we do the immigration services for Paraguay residency services, basically, we take care of all your stresses, all your anxieties by taking you to immigration. Your literal time there, first day is maybe 3 hours. And then the second time you have to go in, that will maybe be 2 or 3 hours as well, depending on the day and depending on the time. But that's it. The rest of the 5 days that you here, you can go and explore Paraguay. But a lot of people don't. They always just stay in the guest house. They don't go anywhere. Too scared. Climb on a bus, man. Live a little. I mean, I've traveled with the bus everywhere around Paraguay. I enjoyed every journey. Every journey was memorable. It was never issues. It was cheap. Every hour, basically, there's a bus, or every hour and a half, there's a bus going somewhere. And you can make your way around Paraguay quite easily. But it's about integration, finding your rhythm, finding where you want to be. Don't always run to where the expats is. I'm one of those people. I plan for the worst contingencies in the world, and anything else is a bonus. And I always say to myself, if everybody knows all the expats live there, don't you think they're going to go there if they look for something? So I stay with the locals, but there's no problems here in Paraguay, to be honest with you. You get used to driving. You get used to the people driving. They don't abide by the rules. Pedestrian crossings doesn't mean it's safe for you to go. It means you have to watch out. They're coming for you. Cars don't stop for you at pedestrian crossings. So do be careful with those kind of things. Not everybody's got indicators or lights at the back of their cars. So you get used to it, you get integrated, and it is a beautiful country. I mean, fresh produce everywhere. There's mangoes, there's avocados growing everywhere around the tree, on the streets. I mean, it's an abundance of things. If you want to grow something, it will grow. If you want sustainability, you can get it. If you want your kids to play outside until late at night and not have to worry about them, this is the place to be. This is where kids literally learn how to be kids. And innocence are preserved here. This is why people are moving here, because first of all, in Europe and in America and all the developed countries, it's falling apart. The living cost is so high, and they blame everybody else but the people that was in power. It's not their fault, it's everybody else's fault. Now, increase in taxes, a clamp down on how you can spend your money, how much you can draw from your banks, what is allowed, what is not allowed, all these regulations, all these rules that's controlling your life. And then you have to work yourself to death to pay for taxes, as well as survival, as well as just to keep the head above water. So people don't want that anymore. People don't want this old radical belief system where people identify as a teapot when they're actually a man. You know what I'm saying? If it's a woman, it's a woman. It's a man, it's a man. That's it, end of story. Whether your sexual preference is different, people respect it here, but just keep your business your business. Keep it simple. That's how they are here in Paraguay. If you're gay, you're gay. They don't care. Just don't be in our face about it. That's the way they roll. They respect your lifestyle, they respect theirs. Nobody's in each other's face trying to push a propaganda. So this is what I like about Paraguay. It's also very Catholic. Christian beliefs, morals, values, those kind of things is very important here. In Europe, as you can see, parents' rights are being taken away. Here, parents have all the rights. Discipline, all of these kind of things. And it's education is your job. It's your job to make sure your kids go to school because that's just the law. So again, a whole different way of living life here. And in comparison to Europe, where you kill yourself working and stressing about money, and income and it's the expenses, and then it's the heating in this in the winter time, and it's all these things that people are worried about. But once you let go of the fear and you realize, hey, hold on a second, I can live off less. Point one, I can literally build my dream. I can either join Ikali or the Eden community, or the Eden country club or community. There's two options that I recommend in Paraguay. One is the Ikali community. It's a self-sustainable off-grid community, but it's like a little bit more on the artistic side, where we use refurbished bottles, recycled bottles. We use refurbished material, building materials, natural building materials, and conventional. Obviously we have to have conventional stuff there, but we like to create things that's unusual, things that's inspiring, livable, sustainable houses that's literally recycled. It's awesome concepts, and it's about rainwater gathering system, growing our own food, sustainability. That's a key focus for us, is sustainability and advancement, working smarter, not harder, because let's face it, we're not getting younger. We don't want to work harder. So for me, those are great options. Eden is for people with the money and that wants that security, that gated community, that natural, sustainable living environment as well. So we cater for both levels, and I'm involved with both of those kind of things. But again, you have options. When you leave Europe, I left with literally not that much. And within 2 years, I built a two-bedroom house. I have a car. I built up three businesses that is flourishing. I have two major projects that's starting. Well, one started already. The other one is going to start very soon. I deal with approximately 24 people a week at the moment with my agents. We are employing more agents to help with immigrations, and most of our agents is actually like lawyers. It's realtors. It's people that specialize in certain fields. So for us, it's important to get you the quality of people that you're looking for, with proficiency and speedy service, because we want you to relax. We don't want you to stress. We take care of those kind of things when you move to Paraguay. And I look at so many other people. When they contact me, the fear, what am I going to do? How am I going to survive? Is it really better over there? Is it safer? And it is better. It is safer. There's more options. You have options with communities you can join, where there's already an industry in place, where there will be work opportunities, equal profit share opportunities. You get that. If you want to do your own thing, make sure you do your homework. What I say in Paraguay works the best is, if you see a need in the market, that means there is a need. You can fulfill it. This is what it's all about. It's about you literally going out there and say, hey, this is what's needed. Let's do something. Like with us, with our immigration and residential stay packages and our integration packages, our lawyers, our drivers, our guest houses. I mean, we've literally skyrocketed in the last 3 months, and sometimes in life you have to let go of certain things in your life that does not serve you. And then when you let go of that, even if it's people, if it's toxic or whatever, you just let go of those environments and people. And then all of a sudden you start seeing your life escalate. I mean, everything is just falling into place. Everything that you're looking for, everything that you've been working for, everything just becomes a reality. And that is what happens when you let go of fear. I don't get controlled by fear or money or anything like that. Money is there, it comes and goes, and my business is doing well, so I don't care about that. I don't worry about that. I do worry about sustainability, future for the projects, those kind of things. That's what I care about. I care about people's immigration. How can we make it more memorable, special, stress-free, make you feel relaxed? Because I see so many people that work with other agents, and they look so stressed when they go into the immigration office, and they look even more stressed when they come out. And when you sit and talk to people, and you sit and travel around Asunción, and you you hear people talking about, oh, they're waiting for the immigration, then they're worried, they don't know about what's going on, and then I'm like, why do you have agents that don't explain things to you? You know, you should have people in your life that are actually going to make you feel a little bit more alive, if that makes any sense. Not just alive, but it's also like you are well informed. You know, you're on top of things. You know, people have your back, they got it covered. You know, that's what you want when you do immigration and relocation and your Paraguayan residency. And that's why our service is so awesome, because we have guest houses. We offer you a variety of guest houses in the 5 days that you can stay. You can stay for 10 days. You can stay longer if you want. But our packages is basically a 5 day, and then we have a 10 day package that's coming online this week as well. And that means we have a driver for you. We have everything, translator, mediator. Your immigration gets done. You have accommodation. You have breakfast sorted out. You can take you to restaurants. You can show you around. That's what life is about. Living in Europe, I mean, it's from one disaster to the other. You know, high living cost, the taxes, I mean, the crime, the violence, the riots, the human rights that's just being taken away. I mean, it's just, if you still live there and you think it's going to get better, it's not, chicken. It's not. It's time to become an eagle and fly. There's better places out there. I support the undeveloped countries. This is countries that's hungry for change. This is countries that have seen how corruption destroys developed countries. They want nothing of it. So, you know, those are the places that you want to be. So peace, love, and all those kind of things. And if you have any questions, you know, please reach out. If you just want to come have a conversation about immigration or life here in Paraguay, or either one, Eden Country Club, or you want to know about Ikali, either one, happy to share with you the information that we have, our plans, what we are doing, the websites. We are working on it now. I didn't feel well yesterday, so yesterday I didn't take much. Splashed some paint they were shown on the wall. Did as bare minimum as I could, because my body was just saying, hey, time to take a little rest, because I haven't stopped since I left Asunción. And again, shows you hard work pays off, because all of a sudden the 6 agents we have plus the 3 that's joined us, so they 9 agents. Between all of them, they have at the moment, they're doing 4 clients a day each. That's a lot of hours, pal. So that's why we have to grow. We have to get more people involved. And, you know, that is what hard work does. If you're a good person, the doors will open up for you. If you're a horrible piece of shit, you know, everything that was a blessing in your life will go away. All the opportunities that you had will be taken away. You know, and that's just life for you. You know, if you're not a good person, you're not willing to change, life is going to become hard. But if you're willing to change and accept things and grow and work hard and keep at it, you know, life blesses you, you know. And even our clients, they get blessed. They, you know, some of them don't even wait 3 months. Some of them get answers before, or 2 months, you know. So again, you know, we are being blessed. So we like to bless others along the way and make things special. Love, light, and all those things from Paraguay. If you need any questions answered, or just have a conversation, do so. Feel free. Reach out anytime. Love, light.